The speakers of Satanic are descendants of the people who were enlightened by the spirit of the owl, and they hold the scriptures that detail the true origin of the world, the book of the 9 owls. And the owls saw the people of the world, and they saw the 9 suns and the 9 moons and the 9 corners of the world, and they thought that the world was good. It's canon. Satanic owl. I love you, chat. YouTube. We're back. We are making decisions about this world left and right, and I think we got to start to write some of them down and make sure that we don't forget. So let's start writing things down. Let's get some of this lore on paper, or pixels, I guess. So over here, so we have our map, which is looking kind of nice, I have to say. Despite the fact that it was made by someone who has the skills of like a toddler scribbling on a wall with crayons, but namely myself, but you know, somehow we made it. So let's go and let's have a new document. Let's take a new document and let's put some, this is called our world building document. So we need a nice title, right? World building. And I think we're going to need to zoom quite a bit in. And we're in Google Docs today. This is not a common occurrence on this channel. So some things that we've decided. Cornelius Spratt to the rescue, exactly. Don't underestimate Cornelius Spratt. He's going to be hanging around for quite some time. So we have some language families. So we have some continents. We have 4 continents and 1 sort of subcontinent. So we have, continents 4 plus 1 subcontinent. The continents are, and this is where it gets really creative so far. Continent A, continent B, continent C, subcontinent D, continent E. And subcontinent D, as you can see from the map, oh, I got it wrong. C is the subcontinent. C is the subcontinent of A. Okay, bad Colin. So subcontinent C, continent D. Great. So that's what we're looking at. We have language families. We so far have 2. We have the Kal family and the Sakrat family. The homelands of these families are maybe we should have both the map and the thing open at the same time. Yeah, probably a good idea, right? And now I know how to pan, so I fear nothing. So Proto-Sakrat is spoken in archipelago, in the archipelago between C and D, and Proto-Kal is spoken on north coast of E. So these are the homelands of these 2 language families. They later spread, so we can kind of, I don't know how exactly to organize this, but maybe we could say spread down west coast of E and across some sort of a strait to south coast of B. So that's the Kal languages. And then Sakrat has spread a lot. Probably easier to make a little list here of its spread. So it spread along the coast of C, the east coast of C, along south coast of D. This is called Sakrat A. This is the language Me. Along the west coast of D. Actually, I think we had a suggestion to swap. I think, was that Quain who said swap to swap Me and Sasyut? So we could do that. None of this is particularly, it's just kind of arbitrary which is on which side. So why don't we do that then? swap me, and Sasyut. So we can say now that this is Sasyut and this is me. Along east coast of A, which is B2 Quack, and along the north coast of D, and that would be Kranslor. Great. And we also know that we have to keep in mind there is a river, we need this for the lore, separating Ni territory from on coast from foreign parts. So it might be worth talking about what the level of technology we assume this world has in our present year. I think what we should do is have a level of technology that allows for sort of transoceanic voyages, but not quite, maybe stopping short of the Industrial Revolution. So maybe something like 18th century, kind of equivalent, it might differ in different regions or with respect to different areas. But I think maybe we're dealing with some kind of 18th century level of technology. So we're, powdered wigs. Think powdered wigs as your little shortcut. Not that they'll have powdered wigs, but the same technology that people that had powdered wigs these people have. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So that's how we have this kind of colonization by Kranslor speakers of Lenadilef lands a few hundred years ago from the point of view of the present. And then there's the formation of the Creole, influence of Kranslor on Lenadilef in the modern period. So that's how that would work. We need to look at some other language families though. So there are B mountain isolates, which we don't know much about, but because we have mountain ranges all throughout this area here, we have put down a suggestion that maybe there are some isolates because they tend to thrive in mountain ranges. What else? We need, I think, some families. So we'll need a family for, and I think we'll need another family to fill out E in the eastern half. I'm going to run out of letters, aren't I? That's fine. Family Y up in B. Oh, remember how this works? Let's do another one. Family Z. We'll put that on D continent. And then we run into the issue of Colin forgot to add more letters, space for more letters, so we can say family W in here. And then a few, I think, family U. Okay, that came out really small for some reason. I don't know why. Family U. Okay, does anyone know why it just completely reset its font style? I don't know. Some of these programs, I don't know. Family U, was it? Were we on U? Okay, something's happened. It's no longer listening to me. Okay, well, what are we going to do? Uh-oh, what happened? What happened in the chat while I wasn't looking? Me those. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, we have me and those. We need to have Satonic in here somewhere. If I could find out how to... Oh, is it because it got locked or... I don't know why I can't do anything with this. I'm just going to delete it. So let's just say Satonic And Sutton, did you have a spot where you wanted Satonic? Oops. Yeah, I forgot something. Sawsuit should be over here. Thank you, Quain. Well, no one said that Satonic has to be, you know, spoken by anyone but, you know, a few hermits in the distant mountains. I think maybe we should put Satonic in this Caucasus analog mountain range. I think that might please Sutton. I don't know. Sutton, what do you think? Yeah, it's got to be in there. Let's see. We need some more. What letter was I at? Did I get to U? I don't know. T. Is it just... Basically, we're just going to have a lot of families here. This whole continent is kind of unexplored by me. We don't know much about what goes on continent A, but we'll have to come up with that later. Okay. For family Y, so Deadman asks, for family Y, can we have a language filled with trills, laterals, and ejectives? Filled with trills. Filled with trills, laterals, and ejectives. Potentially with vowel harmony and switch reference. All right, why not? That's as good a prompt as any. So family Y is on continent B. We'll say interior of continent B. Trills, laterals, ejectives, vowel harmony, switch reference. Cool. Can't wait to work on that. Continent A is a mystery. Maybe continent A is where all the clicks will be. Who knows? Okay. What else did we say? So we know some things about these continents. We know that, so we could just make a little description. Continent D is roughly square in shape. Where are the mountains? To find the mountain thingy. No. There we go. Mountainous on the, what was it? Southern coast. Connected to sea by archipelago. Many small islands off its western and northern coasts. I don't know how you do this. How on earth? Cohen's Adventures with Technology. So if I do this, then I do this. I think I remember this from high school trying to format essays. All right. So, yeah, continent B. The speakers of Satonic are descendants of the people who were enlightened by the spirit of the owl, and they hold the scriptures that detail the true origin of the world, the book of the 9 owls. And the owls flew into the world, and they saw the people of the world, and they saw the 9 suns and the 9 moons and the 9 corners of the world, and they thought that the world was good. I don't know. Could be. It's canon. Can I pronounce clicks? I can pronounce clicks, but I don't remember which ones are which. The symbols. I don't remember what the IPA corresponds to, because I've never worked in a language that has clicks, nor have I even studied the phonology of clicks. It's actually quite a mystery to me. Satonic owl clouds. Can I just say I love you, chat. Raven, I'm just working patiently while the major world religion of the Satonic owl cult is founded in our chat. The interior of A will be a massive desert. Sure. Let's make it canon on West Coast. And we're gonna, you know what I'm gonna try and do? Use my personal charisma to try and attract someone onto the stream who is very good at all of this stuff and can help us with the realism of the geology, of the climatology of all these things. So we have mountain ranges on West Coast and along border with sea, subcontinent C. Desert in interior due to rain shadow. Rain shadow. Okay, again, I don't know how to do that. But I'm not just gonna, I'll leave it. I'll leave it. And then subcontinent C. So if we have a rain shadow on continent A, we probably also have some. We probably also have a little bit of one in continent C then, wouldn't we? Mountainous along northern border with continent A and along west coast connected to D by an archipelago. Small rain shadow desert in interior. Cool. If the south of D, okay, Jack, this is good stuff. This is good stuff. If the south of D is close to the equator, then the interior of A would be 30 degrees north and be deserty. Is there a lateral trill? I feel like I should know the answer to that. I don't think so. Unless you could somehow... I don't seem to be able to make one. There's the lateral fricative, of course, as Eccleswords points out. Is there a lateral trill? I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong. Lateral trills are what duck calls are. But is that used on in any human language? One wonders. Goodness gracious, heavens to Betsy, heavens to Murgatroyd. Look at the time. We are running out of time today. Let's make sure we've got everything we've decided on here. We have continent E, mountainous on east coast, archipelago off west coast. This is the site of Kranslor speaker colonization. The north coast is called the fragrant coast, Ustamia, and is the site of a major culture whose influence related to the owl cult, right? Spread continent-wide, or spread across many lands. Let's just say for now, many lands. Okay. I'm gonna put in the cut here for YouTube. YouTube, thanks for joining us. This has been a lot of fun. We're doing new things. I'm way out of my comfort zone. I'm having a great time. I'm learning a lot. And I just want to say, we have the best chat ever here. So if you're always watching later, you watch the episodes, come to a stream sometime and you can interact with these people. I know it'll be great. You won't regret it. You might regret it a little bit, but I think overall it'll be a net positive. So we'll see you next time, YouTube. Until then.